Esmeralda, Jay, Eric Davis, Haydocy Airstream, lovely Columbus, Ohio. Welcome home. 25-foot front bedroom, international serenity with all the toys. I'm going to do a quick walkthrough, a walk around, and then we'll jump inside and see how cool this thing is. Let's start right away with some of the important features. First of all, as far as options, what makes some of the most sense would be the automatic awning from Zip-D. You push a button and it's done. This obviously allows you to avoid Mother Nature. When you can, at the touch of a button, put the electronic awning in. It also has a tilt mechanism so that I can tilt front, tilt back. And as we're standing here, what you can also see is the rheostated LED lamps that are undermount under the entire rail of the awning. Speaking quickly to the fabric, this is Sunbrella fabric, breathable, if you will, fabric as opposed to vinyl, which has a tendency to gather that mold, mildew. It smells. I love the fabric. So, and being that it is the International Serenity, it has the signature striping. As we get to the front of the trailer, some of the fun stuff. Stainless steel wraps. This is what I refer to as the jewelry of the travel trailer. It also protects, of course, and pivots out of the way when I want to wash and do fun stuff like that. Then you have the wraparound awning in the front here. Tempered glass windows. They're 3-position jalousie type windows, meaning that they all pivot out. So we know we can get a bunch of air moving through here. And this Mylar or Lexan is all bulletproof, UV protected also, and can't see through it when I'm inside. Kind of fun. You have 3,000 pounds of lifting power. This system is going to be both your leveling system, but also when we put on the weight distribution hitch, this will allow us to raise this travel trailer. This will allow us to raise this travel trailer so we can back into position and put our sway control into place. Twin 30-pound propane tanks. So you have 60 pounds of LP. That's a lot of propane. And given what you're using the propane for, you have the beautiful brushed aluminum covers from Airstream. And your access is directly on the top of the travel tray, of the case here. Automatic switchover. So when I burn through one propane tank, automatically switches to the secondary propane tank. With the propane, I also have a quick disconnect propane port, which allows me to plug in with a provided gas line, a gas grill, possibly a space heater. You can do kind of a fun thing with a propane grill. Then I have dual deep cycle batteries. In this case, they're an AGM glass mat, fully sealed battery, meaning that it is no maintenance. So maintenance-free batteries that support my entire system, whether it be awnings, whether it be all the electronics on the inside that are 12 volt. I have a secondary port here with for my 30 amp service, which allows me then, if I ever wanted to add, bring in a generator or something, I can plug into my resource here or my resource in back. As we walk around the trailer, you're going to see we've got our awnings placed here, and this is all. I mean, I'm a short, fat guy, and that's all it takes to put my window wrap awnings in and out. It's just beautifully accomplished. And because of that awning, behind me here is my refrigeration system. This will double the life expectancy of your refrigeration. Now, all the fun stuff. Outdoor shower, hot and cold running water with the same wand. So if we're hosing off the dogs, the kids, grandma, it's a beautiful thing. My potable water is here and it is locked. So I have a locking potable water resource which is located between the dual Dexter axles. We talked about that independent nature of the Dexter axle system, which 4 points of contact with the road on a dual axle, 4 points of contact with the vehicle, and once again with an Airstream, 70% of the weight of the Airstream is from the floor level down. That makes to just an enjoyable experience rolling down the road. Then we have a regulated input for our water, meaning that at 65.5 psi, I'm not going to blow the doors off of what I have to protect on the inside of my trailer. All my flexible PVC, nylon fittings, so I'm protecting the interior of my trailer. This is a black water flush system. So while I have the lighted undermount here for my black water and gray water system, I have also the luxury of having a black water flush, which is, picture high pressure tines that spin and keep my fresh water, my black water container clean hands. As we work our way back, you're going to see your 30 amp service. You're going to see also you have a satellite hookup and a cable hookup. While we're wired for satellite on top, if you ever wanted to add that, your cable hookup, some parks of course, you plug directly into 200 channels of TV, beautiful. And you could also do a side mounted satellite system, but everything is at your disposal. Now keeping in mind, all of our windows are Galley type, so the amount of air, first of all, I have radius, UV protected tempered glass, and this is all that beautiful buck riveting from Airstream. So once again, it shows you this quality of what you're used to from Airstream. As we make our way back, we're going to see that a massive amount of air that we can move through our travel trailer. And here it's kind of fun because we're showing the window open all the way with our awnings. And the other comment I make about this is I have LED lamps. All my running lamps are LED, on my rear, everything on the interior is all LED. And then I have the fun stuff here. I got a bumper, and I got a trunk. This is storing things such as, you have an undermount carrier for your sewer hose, but I could just as easy throw it into the back bumper. As we make our way around, you're going to see some of the fun things about the 2017. First of all, we went to the aluminum steps, which are really kind of cool because I then can do a single step entry, or of course I can do a dual step entry. And they're done in the classic, if you will, aluminum look. Now, from the standpoint of how this thing is built, check this out. This is a fully welded screen door. And then as far as check this out, this is radius, also buck riveted. We allow all that light to move in. But how this product is made is right here. That just goes to show you what air, and it takes Airstream, it will then capture the door. It takes Airstream about 8 hours just to build a single door. Beautifully accomplished, and certainly you notice that I opened and closed the door with my awning already out. Come on in, let's talk Airstream. So as I make my way in, the first thing obviously that presents is the amount of light that's pouring in. I've got panoramic windows, I've got radius window, I've got dual vista view windows, and I've got overhead skylight just pouring light into my travel trailer. Then I have the fun stuff. I've got lighting everywhere. And also, if you notice, all of my interior lighting is on rheostat, so I can vary the intensity. As we look down over this beautiful 3M finish on the Alco aluminum, the first thing that presents is no AC within the confines of the travel trailer. Why? Because it's all ducted. That allows me to determine where that flow of air is going to go. Now the Serenity, this is where the fun stuff starts. The beautiful polyester flow coat finished cabinetry, to the Clarion surfaces, to the vast expanse here of the espresso ultra leather. Now the Ultra Leather, the great thing about this is no hot sticky in the summer, no cool slick in the winter. It breathes, it adapts to your body temperature. So in the Serenity, we have some fun stuff here where we can house a couple of people with a pull out here. We can drop our table into place, house it, so I can sleep 6 people in the International Serenity 25. Now, all this beautiful grass cloth is then represented with backlit additional lighting. As we get to our, you can see our fun stuff here. This would be the Clarion sound system, which of course is Bluetooth applicable. It's got the, you can go with the Sirius radio with that. Then you move to your Blu-ray player. We have USB ports, which are charging ports, which are live at all time via your 12 volt, but you also have dedicated port where I can hook up the fun stuff. Then you're going to see an additional set of outlets. That additional set of outlets would be your inverted outlets. You have 1,000 watts at your power, so let's take it to the rest area. I can plug in my coffee maker, my computer, working off of my inverted outlets, and of course when I'm powered up to shore power, I have that option of switching them back to the 110s. So, also, don't want to miss pointing out fantastic fans, and they are just that. They will draw tens of thousands of cubic feet of air, and in the 25, I have both fore and aft fans, so this just kind of makes everything we're doing a little cooler. Now, right to the galley, I've got the beautiful, this is the Grohe Faucet system. We've got deep well stainless, Clarion work surface. I have some of the brains of the operation. What would that be? I've got a system here that will tell me at all times where my battery is. Fresh water, gray water, black water. My inverter system. This travel trailer is equipped with solar. I have dual 80-watt panels on top here that will keep my batteries in the game at all times. So once again, from the standpoint of going off grid, living off the land, whatever, all of that fun stuff. While we're talking about, let's talk about our refrigerator. You've got the big, almost 8 cubic feet of refrigerator freezer, which is what I call a smart refrigerator. It allows me, if I'm plugged into shore power, to take everything to temperature. But when I disconnect from my electric source, it will automatically switch over to propane as I'm rolling down the road. Kind of a cool thing, if you will. So let me show you mid-deck. So completing our galley walkthrough, don't forget some of the fun stuff. You have adjustable shelving, beautiful, once again, cabinetry. Now I have the ability to close off my living quarters from my midship, and then I have a secondary enclosure which allows me to close my master bedroom from my midship. So I can close off both, have access to things such as the walk-in shower, also my lavatory. As we get to midship here, you're going to see beautiful stuff. I've got the large wardrobe, and as far as the shower is concerned, I've got a clothesline hookup with a fully adjustable overhead shower wand that can be turned off at the resource or can be turned off at the space. So a lot of, and you have a 12 volt exhaust fan here. I also have a 12 volt exhaust fan in the lavatory. Lavatory door opens fully, and it allows, I've got a porcelain toilet that moves to the laminate tops, deep well stainless, along with additional Grohe hardware, and big mirror so I can see what's going on while I'm changing my socks. Now, as we make our way into the master bedroom, we have once again all the panoramic windows that encompass the entire trailer. We've got storage above. We've got additional storage a wardrobe storage along with chest of drawers, which allows certainly wardrobe, drawer access. And then to cap it all off as far as storage, we've got our undermount, which all of the bins are included. So it's really kind of the cool factor as far as how the setup. And with the walk-around queen, additional USB ports and charging systems. Now in the living quarters, we've got our big dog Samsung. Back here you also have the additional Samsung, which pivots off the wall. So all the fun stuff is, and then you have your heating and cooling system, which is the Dometic One Touch. This allows me to set it and forget it. Keeping in mind I have a secondary heat source. I not only have my forced air furnace, which in cold climes will pump an element of that to the undercarriage, but I also have a heat pump coming off of my AC system, which will utilize an electric resource. So it gives me the best of both worlds. And everything is at one touch. I never go outside to ignite any pilots. Once again, I want to thank you guys for your commitment to Airstream and Haydocy. I'm Eric Davis, area code 614-279-8880, or you can get me via email, eric@haydocy.com. Remember what I told you guys, happy camping, but enjoy the journey.